different thing than what I usually do, but whatever. It's gonna be a little bit of this, and then probably mostly drawing. I'm here with 3 of my good friends. We got Amaranth, we got Jan, we got Joseph.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, Kev. So, for those of you that do not know, I will give a brief explanation of what this is, and this is for the VOD viewers as well. I'm going to be making a player character for the independent tabletop role-playing game LANCER, in which you play as a mech pilot in the far future. Humanity has expanded out to the cosmos. They have, after a lot of troubles, created a utopia of sorts that they are trying to defend while stuff happens on the edge of this utopia as well. And there's cool mech fights. Yeah, time to get in the robot. Exactly. Oh, there's my stream announcement. Okay, cool. So, I already have something of an idea of what I would like my character to be, but I've not built them yet. And I want to fully understand all my options and stuff. Amaranth is going to be running the game that I'm making this character for. Jan has also played the game, I believe, or at least has some familiarity with it.
No, I've never actually played it.
Okay, well, either way, you two are still more familiar with it than I am.
I've read through the book about 5 times, though.
Okay. And,
yeah, I've actually only played 1 frame, but it's been in several sessions.
Okay.
Specifically, I've played the Nelson, which goes fast, stabs things, and then leaves.
Okay. And then Joseph's here for the ride.
Yeah, I'm here for the ride.
He said he wanted to suggest bad ideas.
Make terrible suggestions.
So what we're looking at here is CompCon. This is the
I think it's official.
This is the official.
It started as fan made. Now
Is it?
Okay.
Now I think it's funded by
They,
Massive Press.
But yeah, it's
Massive does hand
this
out
is
the
the way
licenses
to make your character, I'm told. And despite the fact that there is a compendium and content manager buttons here, I don't think that's actually what this stands for. I think this is an in-universe thing for a companion concierge.
Yep.
Which is a type of like AI assistant, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the most advanced an AI can get before it becomes it's considered an HP.
Yeah, not to be confused with an HP, which is
aren't AIs because they're not artificial.
Oh yeah.
They just kind of pop into existence.
I'm not gonna get into a debate about the lore here.
it's CompCons are non-sentient and NHPs are sentient.
Yeah, NHPs are non-human persons.
Yep.
Which means they are considered people, and theoretically,
it's like a.
I'm not going to get into it.
Yeah. My character is not going to have super much to do with NHPs, so we don't need to worry about that.
Yeah. Well, usually you don't get NHPs until the 3rd rank of any license.
But I mean, like, I don't expect my backstory to have anything to do with them either, so I don't need to worry about that.
There are actually a couple that get NHPs for level 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna click pilot roster here.
Usually Horus.
Create a new pilot. I've come up with a name for him already, though this is subject to change. He's gonna be Alistair Q. Hodge. Now the first thing I need to actually decide here is the call sign. I'm not ashamed to admit that it was only a couple of years ago that I even learned what a call sign was, which, to my understanding, is I don't want to say military specifically necessarily, but it's a armed forces thing where it's just like a thing you're called on in operations that isn't your name.
Yeah, usually
it's the equivalent
from other people, and
that right. Yeah, it usually starts as like nicknames.
You'll like.
Yeah, that's what I heard, is that it's nicknames other people come up with for you. That so
I wonder. You can debate how my character got hers.
So, top shit dog on canvas.
God. Yeah, some shit like that would be I mean, see, the funny thing is, I brought that one on myself.
The idea I have is for a character with a color brick and a Drake, which is like the most defender named Subtlety.
But the idea I had for this guy is so basically, just to be forthcoming about my inspirations here. I heard Mecha Game, and I was like, oh, I want to make Lloyd Asplund, who is this guy
Make
from
Char.
Code Geass. I don't know who this is.
Make
but
sure.
I've
Make
not seen
Char.
any Gundam, which Triss is gonna, shake her head at me for. But
No.
I've seen the inferior Sunrise mech series.
I keep saying Ansel. It's Aznable.
But I like this guy. He is annoying. I don't want to say how would I put it.
It's like Ray.
he doesn't. He's like this. He's like the archetype of like the socially inept scientist guy, basically. Like, he. The idea I had for my guy was I was like, what if he was originally like, just like an engineer scientist guy for other people's stuff, but he kept like, tinkering with stuff and making these, weird experimental modifications to people's mechs, and then being like, oh, can you test this out for me? And people were just like, fucking no, I'm not testing your weird experiment. Maybe somebody got injured or something at some point, and they were just like, I'm not testing your weird shit, just leave our mechs alone. But he still wanted to mess around with this. He's like, I guess I'll have to do it myself, and then determined that he was like an okay pilot, and eventually ended up becoming a mercenary and selling his services. That's kind of what I'm going for. That's not at all what happened with Lloyd. He's not a pilot at any point. He's just a mech engineer and scientist. But I like the idea of this guy being just kind of, I don't know, like Lloyd isn't. I don't even want to say he's a nice person, but he's affable. He's very, he's not like a dick. He's just kind of, doesn't really know how to properly socially interact with people, and runs his mouth. Yeah, I already have a mech picked for this as well, but it's kind of the final details I'm going to be working out. So in terms of a call sign, Lloyd actually has a nickname, so I kind of wanted to do something inspired by that, which is, it turns out that he's like actually nobility, but just doesn't bring it up because he doesn't really care about it. And there's another character that calls him the Earl of Pudding, and I don't remember why. I think he likes sweets and stuff. I can't remember if that's like that big a part of his character, but I was thinking of just nabbing that, just having my guy like really like sweets and cakes and stuff, and maybe somebody made fun of him for that. I'm imagining him being a little pompous, maybe. So what would a call sign for that be? I was almost wondering, like, and I'm open to suggestions here, but I was thinking maybe like one idea I had was it was like that somebody overheard him eating a slice of cake and mumbling to himself that it's scrumptious or something, and people start calling him that. But that's a bit like I don't know about that, but something along those lines of like some silly
Scrumptious cupcake.
no. I don't...
I'm thinking.
We can always come back to this potentially as well.
Yeah, you can always just put a hyphen as a placeholder. That's what I do.
Okay.
Because you can edit it later.
But yes, let's keep that in mind and consider that. Perhaps as I write out more of his character. For background, you can write in whatever you want. There are some pre-made ones that kind of suggest things, but you're supposed to use it to inform the things that you pick for your. Is it talents? Or no, it's triggers.
It's the skill triggers, which are basically just what you use for narrative play.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of a suggestion of what your skills should be. It doesn't actually like dictate what your skills are.
And you can also make up your own skill triggers. Oh, I usually don't.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll probably stick with the vanilla ones.
It requires a lot of
I will.
Ones that already exist, I think, apply to most things that.
I will consider. I mean, I saw the rules about that, which is you can make stuff that's more specific but not less. So, yeah. That pretty much means it's gonna cover everything. So I'll just put in scientist. It seems no need to go any more complicated than that. Add pilot biography. Okay, this is where I would write in a backstory. I don't have anything specific here. I can probably Well, I don't want to go too detailed, but I'll put down a general gist. Used to.
I'm still
Hmm?
I'm still stuck on the call sign. I'm gonna start typing something down.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Used to just used to tinker with experimental systems and weaponry. Nobody else wanted to test his weird abominations, so he had to do it himself, and found out he is a decent pilot. So when the research funds dried up, he ended up selling his services as a mercenary.
And Horace rolled up and posted a meme in his general chat.
So yeah, I am going to be picking one of the Horus things, but I figured that this guy basically just did the equivalent of like those I figure he just like found a torrent or something of the.
You know,
of the
that's
dream.
how you get
basically
Horus
how
mech
Horus
usually.
likes- Yeah,
Yeah,
Horus
he just
licenses
like-
are usually like.
Or
these
in the
just
case of the Lich,
obscure ways
it
of doing
appears on your computer from the future, made by you, with all of the signs of you having encoded it,
That's awesome.
dated 10,000 years in the future specifically.
That's
Wasn't
awesome.
one of them like a corruption of another that just came off the press? And they're like, guess we're doing this now.
I no idea, but I know the Kobold was like a corruption of mining equipment.
Mhm.
It's the Minecraft Mac.
I love how like
You literally get to make ink cubes as the core system.
That's awesome.
mhm.
Okay, they just suddenly all started coming to me.
You got something
got,
for
like,
me?
Yeah, I got a few suggestions for you for your call sign.
All right. Let me hit me.
Let's start with Praline Scion,
Kind of like that.
Scone Prince, Cannoli Jack, Brulee Knave, Cake Prince, Sunday King, and Pie Fugger.
Honestly, I kind of like just praline. I kind of like the idea
Just
that
Praline?
yeah, because it's like it's kind of a fancy
Okay.
word. I like somebody is like, oh, what's that? I mean, what is praline exactly? It's like
It's kind of like brittle, where it's just like
okay,
a bunch of sugar with like stuff mixed in it, and it's just
yeah. So somebody else
Cook it
would have called it something else. They would have called it your treat or your cake thing over there. He'd be like, oh, it's praline, and they're like, oh, it's praline, and like that kind of thing of just like making fun of him for being too specific.
next time you come to Texas, I'll get you a pecan praline.
Well, the thing is, I think I've had something with praline in it. I just don't remember. It's been a while. Okay, add pilot description. I'm gonna opt out of doing this because I'm just gonna draw him later.
I'm keeping Cannoli Jack for myself if I ever join this game. Then.
Sure. I mean, it could be Praline Prince actually. I don't know if he's necessarily like nobility or if he is, then if that would be. I mean, for one thing, I don't know much about the different civilizations. I know that there are like old
there's
lineages of royalty and stuff in various
American
places.
trade baronies, which are
I haven't really looked into those. I think those are a supplemental book.
it's going to be hard to explain them, especially because I have a very surface level understanding, but they do
That's fine.
have some nobility.
Okay, I kind of like the alliteration on Praline Prince. I'm torn between that and just Praline.
Praline Prince is pretty good.
Okay. I guess I'm unfamiliar with the military culture. I don't know if they tend towards longer ones or shorter ones as preferred.
I mean, I've seen. See, that's the thing. There's not a ton of like setting material to be really restrictive about that.
I mean, even just in real
Like-
life, because call signs are a thing in
I
real
mean-
life military stuff.
Yeah, but I think
So
I mean even then, like I'm just going
just
off
kinda
ones
vary.
I've seen in Lancer. There's the puns, which is like, uh, or no, I think the puns think I've seen for Max.
Mm.
Like someone
Sorry, man.
had an Iskander named Not Yours because the Iskander uses mines.
God.
I know a lot of the call signs in Metal Gear are just like 2 words, so that's kind of what I was going for.
Yeah. Well, those are code names. That's
Yeah, code names. Code name, call sign.
slightly different thing,
Yeah.
but similar.
I'll go with Praline Prince. It's fine. I like the alliteration. All right. Well, assonance, I suppose.
It's probably just gonna be Prince, like out in the field, because it's supposed to be something you can say quick over radio comms.
See, that was
Yeah.
what I was wondering. In which case, I'm tempted to just go Praline.
Yeah, Praline might be better.
Okay.
Better than Cupcake.
Yeah. All right.
But I like Cupcake.
Right. Yes. This is
Extremely
where I pick.
TF2 soldier voice.
This is where I pick the shit, and they've neatly grouped them up for me. So we have the categories being use, resist, and apply direct force, physical or otherwise. Perform skillfully and accurately under pressure. Notice details, think creatively, and prepare. Or talk lead, change minds, make connections, and requisition resources. I think probably my guy is going to be
+6
the
blow
middle
something up.
two ones.
Everyone needs blow something up.
Specifically +6 blow something up.
Every single mech team has to have everybody with blow something
So
up.
when it says 6 skill triggers, can I do multiple in one?
You start
this
with
stage,
4 at +2,
Uh-huh.
and then
I don't
each time
think
you
we-
level up, you can either add to one of them or
So that's why it's saying 6. It's 4 at
Yeah,
+2, and then
or
the
add a new
2
one.
goes. Okay.
I
It's
said a bunch of
suggesting
plus.
skills.
suggested are just like I think the ones for your background,
Right. I
which for
will
scientist is
opt not to do that. I
uh,
wanna think based on this guy. So I gotta do invent or create. That's
Yeah. Well, scientist is investigate, invent, or create, get a hold of something, and blow something up.
okay. Let me read
Yeah,
all these.
uh,
I don't see him as a hacker. I see him as a he
Well,
could fix stuff, but investigate is good. Mm. I think he would be a bit of a show off. Like the whole like he's interested in the science of it, but also that kind of the extrinsic is look at what my shiny toy can do.
Hey, check this out, castigates.
The Manticore explodes immediately.
Yeah, that's the meme, but it's actually pretty durable. It has 2 armor. That's like that is
Okay.
defender level armor on a striker.
I love that the Saladin only has armor of 1 as a defender.
Yeah, but it also has 12 HP.
It also has resistance to absolutely everything.
I mean, honestly, I'm tempted to just go with the things that they've said. What was the fourth one for default one for scientist?
Blow something up.
No, I did that one. What was I did invent or create, investigate that one, and then
Get a hold of something.
oh. Let's see. See, I'm the contrarian in me is like I don't want to just do the 4 default ones, but they are all good. I'm tempted to just branch to show off for this one, maybe. I mean, when would I use something like this?
I mean, narrative play can include a lot of things other than just combat. Like,
I mean, sure, but
Nope.
I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to imagine, is this literally just to impress someone on the field with, like, look at what my mech can do or something? Like,
I mean that, but also like I think it would also encompass like useful trick shots.
Hmm. It does say usually, but not exclusively with your weapon, so it could be showing off.
And that also
mean-
can include pilot scale weapons.
I mean, could if this is saying show off,
no,
could
I'm
this
thinking,
could this just
I took
be
2 levels of it. There is a what is it called? I forgot what it's called. Oh my goodness! It's the next thing it's the next thing you choose. Talent. There is a talent that is entirely built around you making a weird prototype weapon that constantly blows up in your face.
that sounds fucking
Yeah,
awesome?
engineer.
Yeah, engineer. I took 2 levels of that with my character.
Okay.
It's really good. It's really good because
Well,
it doesn't take
I
up
don't
one of your
want to
mount.
step on your
It
It gives you a
toes.
main weapon that eventually
don't
gets
worry
to
about it. I'm
like,
only level
heavy
2.
tier damage.
All right.
I have level 3 of gosh, where's it? Grease monkey.
Hmm.
My main thing is grease monkey. I just took engineer so I can have the Saladin has a flex mount. That's
Yeah,
why I took
it's,
engineer. That's why I took engineer so I can have an actual weapon.
Well, the Saladin's whole thing, its core system is who needs a heavy mount when you can just use your opponent's heavy mount?
That's true. But now I can have like effectively a heavy mount
Yeah.
and my opponent's heavy mount.
So
And I'm playing a Harrison
But-
Armory mech. I have to constantly be testing my own heat. That's just how it is.
Yep.
That's just how Harrison
Harrison
Armory
Armory paid for the whole reactor. They're gonna use the whole reactor.
I paid for it. I'm gonna make it go into the little red line. go ahead.
So for show off,
But yeah,
could I do something like if I encountered like another engineer or scientist, be like, hey, check out this thing I made. It's not necessarily like a thing with the weapon. Could I just be like,
I mean, you
Yeah,
definitely
like
wanna
Okay.
become a- you
basically
definitely
guess-
become
just
a
as long as
engineer.
it's like flashy.
okay,
Like it's
I mean, if we're fighting other mechs, well, okay, that's the thing. Most of this is for when you're not in your mech, but
Yeah.
sometimes it is when you're in your mech.
I mean, the big thing is that like this is a one shot, but but as long as
Might
it
be
goes
a
well,
longer
it's gonna
anthology, yeah.
it's gonna lead into a campaign.
Okay.
From what I understand, generally show off is when you want to.
You do have 2
attempt-
more.
Oh, yeah.
Like
oh well,
ranks
fuck
as
it, yeah,
well
I'll
as
just
You want to
grab
invoke
get a
the
hold of
rule.
something too, and then I will buff this one.
and then there's talents.
And yeah, I'd say engineer. I don't really know what else would be particularly great.
I think engineer is pretty good on Manticore because
Yeah,
it's
Manticore's-
very likely to be using the catalyst pistols on the flex mount,
But
and you also
For-
and having a main weapon is also good just because.
as a character, ooh. Technophile gives you an NHP, but I'm not too sure if
It
you want that.
does, but
Yeah. So are
actually,
these sort of like
because of
put
you
classes
could go
for your
Nuke
pilot?
Cavalier. Well, engineer.
Engineer probably be your best bet, like thematically.
That's what I
Yeah,
I
though
skimmed these the
Nuclear
other day.
Cavalier is another good one, specifically. Both because it's being incredibly reckless with your next
sure.
reactor, and also because it works well for the Manticore in particular.
Okay. I still think thematically I want to go engineer. Is this this is
Yeah.
basically like
Well, you get-
is
You
this
have
like
5
the-
talent ranks at this level.
Sure. I wanna ask though, is this the a talent sort of like I've been conceiving them as like pilot classes.
They're
Kind
kind of.
Or like
they're not
archetypes.
really pilot classes. They're still.
Well, they apply to your mech, but they apply to you get them as your pilot, so they apply to any
Mhm.
mech you're
Yeah.
in. The only difference is like right now it only applies to multiple mechs once you get to a certain level because you'll start taking licenses in
Mhm.
other places other than because once you get to like license level 5, you're probably going to be able to take like another mech. But
Right.
that's more of just like switching your mech over. You can't like take both at once.
Right, of course, yeah. So let me have a look
So
here.
it-
So the
It
prototype.
passes between those, but
So,
it
so
doesn't...
prototype feature. When you perform full repair, you can install prototype weapon, choose characteristics for the weapon based on the following profile each time. Re-rolling 1d6 plus 2 to determine limited each time. What is the limit?
Yeah, the way limited works is you have a certain amount of charges for it between full repairs.
So, let's say we do this mission. Afterwards, I do a full repair. I choose to use prototype. I would roll a 1d6 plus 2. Let's say I get a 2 on the die, so it's a 4 total. What does that mean?
It means how
Basically, it
many
means you
times
can use the weapon
your
4
weapon.
times.
Okay,
Yeah.
the weapon I install. Okay.
Yeah, that's the big downside. Because,
Yeah.
again, it's in addition to all of your other weapons, so it doesn't, like, take up
Yeah.
more
It doesn't take up a
weapon
slot?
slot.
Okay, that's pretty sick.
No, yeah, no.
Yeah,
It's
that's
an
the nice
integrated
thing about
slot,
it.
which is...
It's
You choose a new weapon type, damage type, and either throw at 1 melee or range 10, and each time for full repair. Reroll 1d6 plus 2 to determine the number of uses, and the damage is 1d6 plus 2 kinetic, explosive, or energy.
and 1d6 plus 2 is pretty much standard for
Okay.
main weapon.
Now, when it says new weapon type, damage type, the damage type I can see is this.
Yeah.
The
And
weapon type is the melee CQB rifle cannon.
Oh,
launcher axis.
okay.
Yeah.
And those just
And then
determine
overkill means that for
ranges?
damage, you reroll ones, and then you gain one. And then when you reroll a 1, you gain 1 heat. This goes
Yeah.
until you roll something that isn't a 1.
I thought it's the... Let me check, because I had it on my Mac.
There's also
Hang on, what's this
the
about?
Vlad's combat drill, which with very lucky
Oh,
or
overkill is
unlucky
the thing you're
rolls, can
explaining.
explode both you and your
Yeah.
target.
Sorry, can you explain overkill to me again?
So basically, when you
I'm
roll
still
damage with an
reading.
overkill weapon, you reroll ones.
Mm-hmm.
For each
Okay.
one you reroll, you gain 1 heat. And if you roll another one, you keep rerolling and you keep gaining heat.
I see.
Which is why this works really well with Nuclear Cavalier.
Okay.
And the Manticore also works well with Nuclear Cavalier just because of the...
Sure. Yeah, that sounds fine. Let me.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna go all the way with engineer and then do 2 of those. But let me just read these just
Engineer
in case.
3 is really good.
So you can tweak the essential components of the prototype weapon to increase effectiveness. So I can also give it +1 accuracy and or so up to 2 of these. Smart, which is it's not
Smart means
seeking,
it targets E defense instead of evasion.
Okay, which is that usually lower for
Uh,
most things?
for a lot of enemies it is.
Okay.
There's a few where it's worse.
Is this
Like-
like FE1 being a mage?
No, like, okay, here's
Okay.
an example of one that has really good E defense. The Mirage. It had, at tier 1, it has 10 evasion and 12 E defense, though there's not going to be any Mirages in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, generally evasion is higher, but sometimes E defense is higher.
Okay. Well, either way, strict react to shielding. So when it says I can pick 2, this is one of them, but I can't take it twice to get the melee. Oh wait, no, I'm fucking stupid. It depends on. Okay, never mind. Ignore me.
Yeah, it's...
Okay, so of these 3, I don't get one of them.
Yeah, you get... So you could make it +1 accuracy and smart, +1 accuracy with the area option, or smart with the area
Okay.
option.
Yeah.
So it's each time I can spend extra heat to just make it an AoE. Okay. Yep, sounds good. Just makes this better and more flexible. Sounds good to me.
And then this, the damage of a heavy, basically.
It's occurred to me it's possible. Like, this will always be at least 3. This can be 2.
Yes, but very unlikely.
I know. Okay, and then the damage increases by 2. Okay, yeah, sure. Then, I'm
Yeah,
not
and
gonna.
since
I'm not
you
gonna
could
spend
also
all
look
the
into
time.
Vanguard, since the Manticore is like basically all in on CQB,
Yeah.
or at least its licensed weapons are. You don't actually have to use its licensed weapons, though
But I
it
mean,
is
if you're buying your own,
charged
might as well.
exoskeleton is it makes like building up heat something that is
So,
a
okay, what would I
usable
get from
technique.
this is me just making the most of my reactor. So
Yeah.
I inflict heat on other stuff.
Yep. And then fusion hemorrhage is really good.
Deals energy, so explosive, and automatically deals plus a d6 energy on a hit. I eventually just get an extra weapon if I go all the way with that one. I mean, sure, yeah. Sounds good to me.
Nuclear Psycho does sound fun.
And then you will want engineering.
Yeah. So these are basically like the main stats, right, of your character.
Yeah. 2 engineering would bring your heat cap to 9.
So how many boosts do I get at this
4.
time? 4.
Yeah, you get 4 of them. Those are entirely for your mech.
Right.
And every 2, I think, is when you get an actual bonus.
I see. So I want to be doing these in multiples of 2.
I think
Yeah.
like 1 or 2 of them gives you a breach, but I think like for
Uh,
engineering, yeah, you're
Usually,
limited to some
1
bonus only
gives
goes by
you
1
a
every
bonus
2.
to one thing, and then 2 gives you a bonus
Yeah.
to another thing.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that was it.
But you're still getting the most
That's-
out of it by doing 2 at a time.
Yeah.
And the engineering thing does apply to your engineering talent. So you'll
Yep.
get an extra use.
It applies
of
to
your...
all limited systems.
I imagine this guy
just-
would see the whole thing and be like, I can just 3D print another one.
You can, yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
just going to go all the way on
You-
engineering.
And like
All right.
meta knowledge wise, you have an engineer on the team who'll be able to fix more of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or grease monkey.
And also Lancaster, who can heal.
I am still worried about
Oh, yeah,
overlapping with
actually.
you.
Oh no, you're fine. You're being more of an offensive version of it.
Okay. So here's the cool part is here's all these
Really
mechs,
good.
and these are just the default ones. They have like expansions and shit with more of them, but
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's 38 licenses total. And
I think only
then
a small handful.
17
not
variant
from the book.
frames, and then the 3 GMS frames.
Yeah. I think most of the ones that aren't in the base book are GMS because there's.
No,
I know
there's only
Kobold's not in the base.
Yeah,
And
there's
there's only
only
one
3
GMS
GMS
in the
frames total. There's Everest, Sagarmatha, and Chomolungma.
Well, Everest is only in is the only one in the base book for GMS is Everest.
Yeah. I think
Everest is more supposed to just be like a
yeah. I guess for the
generic
purposes of the audience who may be interested in this a little bit, do we want to talk about what the different manufacturers are like?
I mostly know Harrison and Forrest. I don't really know too much about IPS and SSC. Oh wait, no SSC. I remember some of SSC.
So
but I only
let
know,
me.
like,
I guess
the-
let me
SSC
see
is,
what I know first, just because I'm new to this. So, we have GM. Honestly, I don't know much of the difference between GMS and Ipsen. They both kind of seem like just like the stock standard ones. But
I mean,
Um,
the big thing is that
IPS
GMS makes like the stuff that is
they're like a general
like-
manufacturer.
yeah, general massive systems.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it's not just mechs.
They're
They make basically everything.
yeah.
Right. I know that SSC makes like things that are built for speed, agility, and evasion, and stealth.
Yeah.
They also use selective breeding to create large colonies of like
Yeah.
superhumans.
Yeah. All of the arms manufacturers are evil for reasons other than the arms manufacturing.
Yeah.
Good.
Uh,
We'll come back to Horus. Harrison already. These are the ones I understand to be like at the cutting edge of stuff. They're always trying to do like
They're also they
new
also have their hands
experimental
in the
things.
pie most of they're very hands in the pie politically too. They try to
one
Like,
of
well, make it
them,
sway
worse.
you in a lot of ways.
John Creighton Harrison II, got by Raw.
Mm-hmm. I get that too.
Like,
I think
the
Harrison
moon
Armory is
Deimos
the
just kind of appeared over the planet that the think tank is on.
Mm.
And he said, and instead of saying, "Oh, I should stop the research I'm doing that breaks the first contact accords," he said, "Go invade that moon."
yeah.
And I think every single bullet that was fired at it went back at him.
Yeah. They're also, I believe, out of all of the main like 4, not including GMS, I think Harrison Armory is the oldest. I think. I don't fully remember.
No, Harrison Armory was founded during the Revolution. SSC was around at least as far back as the first contact accords, which is a lot older. IPSN was... I don't actually know when IPS and North Star merged. And then Horus is...
Horus is the newest.
Yeah.
Horus is...
we'll get
like,
to Horus. What can you tell me about Ipsen?
Okay, so IPSN... The sort of meme view of them is, like, they're the friendly truckers. They have a stranglehold on interplanetary shipping.
Okay.
And they made the Caliban, a striker controller frame that the last sentence of its description is, "It is a tool designed to kill human beings very, very quickly."
Oh, beautiful.
And along with, it was designed to solve a numbers problem on a ledger.
Huh. I'm a fan, by the way, of which one was it that I was reading that said hang on. I was reading some of these the other day, and there was one that was described as like unpopular and shelved, but then it was like it had like a cult following among pilots.
And
I think it was an Ipsen.
the Raleigh, I think.
Probably the Raleigh.
Yeah, it was rolled back and replaced, but it's popular with pilots.
Yeah, it was replaced with the brick with a shotgun attached.
I was gonna say that this thing looks nothing like the other one. So
yeah, well, they replaced Revolver Ocelot with a brick.
Is that what this is? Is that what you call this?
Not really. It's the first thing that came to mind.
All right. Well, anyway, so Horus is the weird one, because this is not really a corporation. It's just like,
it's 4chan. It's 4chan.
It's the notorious hacker known as 4chan. Yeah. These just like
your neighbor who spends too much time arguing on Stack Exchange.
Yeah. As far as my understanding is that these are all designs that just kind of float around the dark web or some shit, and
basically, yeah. And sometimes just appear on your computer. And
every time you torrent one, it's like not exactly the same. Like, you know, if you see a Baylor, for example, like the Baylor you downloaded and the Baylor your friend downloaded are not the same. They're just similar, and so
yeah, that's why they're referred to as pattern groups.
Yeah,
not, like
not models. That, yeah. And I'm going with the Manticore. We've been saying this.
Yep. The Manticore, which
explodes immediately.
Castigates the enemies of the Godhead.
Let's see, where is the...
And its core active is destruction of the temple of the enemies of Ra.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. Effect. The Manticore explodes immediately. There you go. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but charm
So you just want to take down
is
people.
actually
You just
really
want to take
good.
people down with you.
No. I what I was saying was the other day was I want to make a guy who's like really reckless but then makes it out anyway, and Emma was like, yeah, that Manticore's perfect for that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, because
So-
Manticore is like, you're building up heat, you're putting stress on the reactor.
Yep.
It can explode, but it doesn't have to.
Also,
Like,
from
it
what I
has
was
2
reading,
armor. It has good tech attack and sensors.
from what I was, so like this one explicitly an ability that is just a suicide attack, as far as I can tell. But
Yep.
But the other circumstances under which it can blow up, it's always like it will blow up like next turn or something. So it's like you have like a chance to eject.
Yeah.
So I mean, if I need to just pull some Pokemon like self-destruct tactics, I can I can tactical turn my thing into a bomb and then
Everything
bail.
is a resource, including the Mac.
Don't worry
And-
about the don't worry about the
Its
implications.
core active
of, like,
is actually, like, it explodes, but it doesn't, like, destroy the Mac. It just makes an explosion.
you don't have to
of-
worry about the specifics of the continuity of consciousness. You have another clone in orbit. You'll be fine.
That's, yeah. Well, cloning is a thing that you can have access to.
Generally, from how the book says it, pilots will more often than not have some form. It's just to keep people from like being too attached to their characters that they don't do reckless things for like the fun of it.
Yeah.
So the GM could be like, "Oh, you got a clone. It's fine."
I think I don't know. We'll see how I feel after at such an eventuality. I feel like I'm kind of precious about this. I don't know if I would want to like, just have a clone of my guy.
It's fine.
I mean,
It's still your guy,
like,
right? I mean,
that's
like,
up to you.
it's
Yeah,
still your guy. Don't worry about the implications of like.
We'll think about it in future. I mean, if
And
this
again,
is a world
this
where it's
one-shot
normal
is
for people
testing
to
the
quote unquote
system
die,
and
yeah.
Me trying out GMing.
So I don't know too
I'm
much
mostly
about this
here,
like weird
so, yeah.
like cult shit that this is associated with. I'm not too interested in that. Hey Rachel. Basically I just think the features are cool. So speaking of which, let's have a look at those. Catalyst pistol. First off, I'm just gonna unlock it. Catalyst pistol. This is an Orcs weapon. It's close quarters.
It's
And-
1d3 in Cone 3, which is really good.
Yep.
Because normally it's like a pistol is 1d3 at a single target.
Mm-hmm. So
This is an auxiliary weapon that's the same damage as a single target auxiliary weapon in an area at the cost of 2 heat.
So let me remind myself of something. On a turn, I get to move, and then I get to do a main action or 2
It's
mini actions. I don't know what they're called.
full action or 2 quick actions.
A full or 2
They're like
quick.
skirmish or quick tech is a quick action.
Mm-hmm.
Barrage or full tech is a full action.
Yeah, I'll have to have
Along
like a
with
cheat sheet on
several
hand for
others.
how this works. If I wanted to just like use this pistol, shoot the cone, what is that?
That would be
You can.
so you'd put that on a
also-
flex mount, and you
Mhm.
could put
You can
2
also
of them
get
on a
another-
flex mount.
Yeah.
If you skirmish, you can use both of the weapon. If you skirmish with a weapon, if the mount it's on has an auxiliary weapon that in other than it, you can also attack with that weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And a
A
flex
thing to
mount can be
remember-
either 1 main or 2 auxiliary.
A thing to remember, specific, especially for your Mac, is that you can also gain an extra quick action by taking on heat.
Yeah, overcharge.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you're probably going to be overcharging a lot.
And
with,
specifically, you take a
Manticore.
quick action as a free action, which means you don't run into the duplicate action restriction there.
Okay. So then we have Beckoner. This is I figured out how this works. This is tagged as invade, which means that I use it's an alternative option for the invade quick action, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because
which
evade
is
is one of the quick tech options.
yeah. So I
And
just
normally the one you have access to is fragment signal, which is pretty good. But this lets you teleport.
yep, it seems pretty sick. Lets me move shit around. I could potentially get somebody into a better position for one of my teammates, so it's kind of supporty in that way as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, sounds good.
And summon is the real interesting one.
So this is a different thing I can do instead of beckon?
Yeah. Basically, every invade system gives you 2 invade options.
Okay. So what? So I can pull a bunch of things towards a specific other mech. So I can pull
Yep.
like I can kind of pull them close together.
And this is really good for if you have a teammate who has AoEs, which are relatively common. You can get missile racks at level 0.
Okay. Yep. Seems pretty cool. And this having like I just have this, right? I don't have to like.
It costs
It costs-
2
But this has nothing.
points to install.
Sorry, it has nothing to do with the like mount, right? It's just
Yeah, it just costs system points.
okay.
Yeah, for tech, your mech has a certain amount of system points that
And you'll
You
have
can-
7.
This is really cool because
depending on
headset is dead.
how
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I should be frequently checking back to see if anybody wants to join. No. Okay. Yeah, I see no reason not to unlock Manticore 2 because this will also get me access to be able to actually use
Yeah.
the thing itself instead of just its weapons on the Everest.
you'd be
so-
stuck. You'd be stuck with a GMS mech otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
the GMS mechs are pretty good.
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
Yeah,
The-
but I
but,
want
like, if
to.
you
I
wanna
want to
play a
have like, its own
Manticore-
identity. Mhm.
yeah, people
You
swear
don't
up
want
and
to
down
play
that the Everest is
an
probably
Everest
better
with the
than
Manticore
GMS.
stuff, because then you don't get
Yeah.
the really fun
synergy.
parts of Manticore.
So,
Yeah.
this is another new weapon. This one's a heavy. This
It's
is
chain
basically
lightning.
D&D chain lightning. Yep.
Yeah.
Except you control how far it goes by choosing to take on heat, which is fun.
Yep.
So yeah, you attack something and then it can bounce to another thing and then bounce to another thing and then bounce to another thing. But every time
And
it,
this also works well with summon.
right,
you
yeah,
can
because you can make
clump
stuff
everything
close. Yeah. Then we have Smite. I have not actually read this one, so let me read it for the first time. These are 2 invade systems. You take a d6 of AP energy damage, and then your target must succeed on a 6 save or become stunned. And it's a once per scene per character to use on.
Yeah.
Okay. So I damage myself. So yeah, I mean, it seems like a lot of these abilities are just focused around like. I would almost describe this as like a equivalent of like a Blood Knight type of deal, where
Yeah.
it's like taking damage to do.
Yeah,
stuff
it's
to my opponents.
self-damage, it's energy which you resist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also can use Sear, which is 2. Let's see. I take a d6 of AP energy damage, which pierces my armor, same as the other one. And then deal 2
Yeah,
heat
because
to
otherwise
target.
it would be reduced by your
Yeah.
really good arm.
Deal 2 heat to target for each other character of size 1 is engaged with or adjacent to them.
And that's kind of the heat gunning one that you use after summon.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then the frame itself is going to give me, we already read this, but yeah, we have resistance to enemy energy damage and burn, and it blows up when it's destroyed, which
Yeah.
yeah, I can still eject if need
Yeah,
be.
you can. And if it's at a state where it would blow up from something other than like already being destroyed from structure, that is an infinite heat cap state. Which means you can overcharge, not care about how much heat it takes.
Right,
So you
yeah,
can
'cause
like
it's gonna blow up anyway.
move to a full action, and then overcharge to eject.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, and then this is the thing where if I want to, I can turn this into a suicide bombing weapon.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know how often I'll use that one, but... let's see, and then the available weapon mounts, I can either use the flex mount, which is having a main or up
Well,
to
you have
two
a flex
orcs.
mount and a heavy mount.
Oh, I misunderstood how this worked completely. I thought I had to
Yeah.
pick between. Do I want to use the
Yeah,
flex mount
no,
or the heavy?
Basically, every striker frame has at least 2 mounts.
Okay.
Well, except the Caliban, which has
See, because they refer
a
to
heavy mount and nothing else.
because the frames are referred to as like things that you mount and dismount. I was understanding this to be the whole thing. Like, do I want my Manticore mount to be a flex or a heavy? Like, okay, no, I can use both. Okay, that's way better than I was thinking then. So I will always be able to have at least 2 weapons and potentially 3.
Yeah. Plus your engineer weapon.
Mm-hmm. Pretty sick. Okay.
So you have like the engineer weapon.
And then next level, I could get Nuclear Cav 3 for another one, right?
Yep, for the fuel rod gun. Which is a good way to both deal damage and also clear some heat.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah. Alright, charged exoskeleton. Once per round, when I take heat, I can deal... Yep, so this is just... I'm good. It's what I'm gonna be doing anyway, so I can just get an extra benefit from it.
Yeah. And the
and
active,
then...
which is once per mission...
Is that what protocol means?
No, protocol just means it's a free action that's taken at the start of your turn.
Okay.
The active is kind of a CompConism. Like, it's some... Like, the passive and active is a way CompCon distinguishes the constant effects of a core system versus the once per mission effects of a core system.
Alright, let's see. Mech crackles of energy. Gain resistance to heat for the rest of this scene. And a charge die of 1d6 starting at 1. I assume the die thing is just, like, to represent the...
basically.
Yeah, tracker, okay. So, you count up every time you take heat or energy, including from yourself. You increase the value, and then when it's at 6, then you do an AoE.
Yep. And the AoE is a shitload of damage.
Yeah, 66 looks like a lot.
Yeah, like, considering what the HP values are,
so
that's an insta-kill for a lot of things.
To talk about the damage system here for a little bit, I understand that everything essentially has multiple HP bars depending on the is it the structure?
Player characters do.
Oh, okay.
Standard NPCs don't. NPCs with templates usually get...
So that would be for, like,
structure.
important characters.
You have 4 structure and 4 stress.
So this basically means that
you're a
I
player
can
character.
deplete my HP 3 times, say,
Yeah.
well, something does happen, but I don't like die until the 4th
structuring
time.
can either make you impaired or stunned or destroy
Or it can kill you early, yeah.
And yeah, it can kill you early if you roll 1s.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But the point is, yeah. So if we're talking, yeah, like, so the default, not factoring in any bonuses that I'm gonna have, but the default HP is 8, so I can lose 8 HP 3 times, and then the 4th time it happens is the guaranteed death. So you can kind of think of it like having 32, but with possibilities to die early. And the mean value of 66 would be 7 times 21. So that's like, that's a good amount.
That is going to kill a lot of... An engineer has a lot of HP for tier 1. It has 20 HP.
Nice. So yeah. Oh, one other thing I wanted to ask is, if I do take, like, you know, let's say I have 8 HP. If I take, like, 11, do I go to
Overflow
5
damage
on the
does
next
go
one?
into the next one.
Okay, yeah.
Same with overflow heat. Because
What's
causes
the
reactor stress, which can make you exposed,
reactor
which makes you take double damage.
stress? Where is reactor stress?
It's just called stress. It's right under structure.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, and your actual HP will be 9. Because you add your grit, which is half your license level rounded up.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you don't have any points in hull, so that wouldn't get bonus.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get a bonus from that.
But you can take personalizations, which give you
2
extra HP. That's only 1 system point, so it's kind of the I don't know what else to take.
Yeah, I mean,
system.
realistically, I'm going to be doing Beckoner plus
Yeah.
Smite, and then I have one left
Yeah,
over,
Beckoner-
so it'll be...
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, so you have 2 left after Beckoner and Smite.
Oh, I'll have 2 left over? Doesn't this
Yeah.
come with... What am I missing?
You also add grit to system points.
I can't even find where the
It-
system points are now. Oh, here.
It's
Okay. Okay.
yeah, you
okay.
add grit to save target system points, your regular attack but not tech attack,
Okay.
and HP.
So I also theoretically have access to the weapons of the Everest, right?
The GMS weapons, yeah. The
Yeah.
GMS systems.
So okay, I've picked the things from this. That's fine. And I've got not got an image because I'll put that later. I think this is basically it. But that's for the character build. But then like per mission, I need to decide what I'm putting on the mech, right? So I could also
Yeah.
do that now.
Yeah, you could. Because, like, since this is a one-shot, you're not going to be, like... You're probably not going to be, like, picking between multiple different loadouts.
Yeah. Achievement unlocked. Wow.
Yeah, it has achievements, which I didn't know until very recently.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will...
Yeah, so you want to go to Mech Hangar. It's in the bottom left.
Oh. What is this?
Tactical profile
Those are just your
is...
stats.
Yeah, it's all the...
They're just your tactical stats.
And I
Like,
think... I don't remember if pilot equipment is in the narrative or... Okay, pilot equipment
Is this
is
kind of
narrative.
like... Is this just a quick reference of the stuff I've taken for my
Yeah.
pilot? Okay.
Mhm.
Right. Add new mech.
I like the no image data for the Everest.
I've seen a picture of it.
There... Yeah, there's...
it's not supposed to have an official picture
There's
because it's supposed to be
type
like,
Everest, I think, which has a specific thing, and then I think the Sagarmatha and Chomolungma both have, like, default
In-
looks, so...
Okay.
The thing
the
about
book-
all the mechs is that the ones in the book are just examples.
yeah. Well, in the book, they all have a very specific face example, but notably, the Everest doesn't have one.
Yeah.
It just has a big fucking lore blurb for it, and then it has
Yep.
that page, and then it's implied you're supposed to think of what it's supposed to be yourself. But then
Okay.
I think later
Which
on,
anime
they
you're
just
ripping
did it.
off.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
just gave it an official example.
Or, you know, shitty, like, one season
That
Cartoon Network show
that is actually
didn't go anywhere.
what I think the Vex meme about the Everest is. It because
Right.
Vex Lancer Funny has done many different memes on many of the different frames.
Can I take Unit 8 as my It's me. As my Everest.
So I need to like actually name my mech, which is strange because theoretically this thing could blow up and then it would 3D print a new one and it would not really be the same one, but
I mean,
You can only jack.
I've seen names ranging from, again, the not yours because it uses mines to my Nelson with is called From Hell's Heart. I think, oh yeah, there was what is he gonna do? Stake me again, which was the Iskander with 4 charged stakes. You can kind of just do whatever the hell you want with the mech's name.
okay. I don't really know because it's a pretty standard.
No, okay. Hold
you know
on.
what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this and come back to it.
Yep.
Excuse me, Saladins always have to have big as part of the name, though.
Yeah, Big Sal.
Okay.
PilotNet has a Big Sal appreciation thread.
Let's go ahead and edit
And I
this.
think part of the description of the Saladin is that Saladin pilots just never have to pay for their own drinks.
Oh, I can change the image if I want.
It literally says in
Now, when
there,
I say I'm going to do art
only
later,
Saladin
I'm just
pilot-
going to draw the pilot. I'm not a mech artist. I'm sorry.
Saladin pilots often report null balances on bar tabs following engagements in emancipated systems.
Let's see. So system capacity remaining, And there are empty mounts detected. Okay, it's just telling me that I have not finished making
Yeah,
this.
it's telling you to add stuff to your mech.
Okay. So, yep. It's telling me this is all just stats. So this is all I really need to pick is just the weapons and the systems. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and the
weapons
prototype weapon.
systems.
Right.
Yep.
I guess I'll roll this in the session is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Weapon type. No, you know what? Let me pick these first. So the flex. No, even easier. Let's go with the heavy.
So
I
flex
think
can
there's
be
only
either-
one option here, right? At the moment.
Yeah. Well, heavy. You have either the GMS or Manticore stuff. GMS has.
That's an orcs. That's a heavy.
You
Can I
can
filter?
undermount, but you should never do it.
Yeah.
So search by required mount. It's right. It was in the search menu you were in.
Oh.
It's right
here
below
we go,
weapon
heavy.
type.
There we go. So I could do one of these generics, or I could do
is
fucking chain
good,
lightning.
but it's not the kind of thing Manticore uses.
Let me
Like,
have a look
I think.
at it.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing is gonna let me take heat and then benefit from it. So I think it's a no-brainer. To be
Yeah, I
honest.
think arc projector is the big thing. Like thermal lance could be good, but it's
No mod
I think arc
installed.
projector is better.
Hang on, what is this?
You usually don't have access to weapon mods unless the frame has them.
Okay, what?
Like,
that would be like a feature.
like it would be in the, or rather in a license, not a frame. Like
Okay.
like one of the things the Nelson gets at too is thermal charges, which is gluing C4 to the weapon.
Okay. Oh, I can't name the prototype weapon. Lame.
Yeah, that's it's been an oversight.
Oh well. Okay, flex weapon. So I can either put a main in here, or I can put 2 orcs.
Yeah,
And
There's
catalyst
one in
pistol
there.
and
isn't
they'll
an orc,
probably
so I
want
should
two
probably
catalyst
do.
pistols.
Oh, I could just do 2 of the same, of course. Let me.
Yeah, you could, unless something says it's unique.
Right. Okay.
And
You're gonna
generally,
both
you
put
want
systems
two
on the
similar
same
types.
Why is that?
Like,
No, two
Well-
catalyst pistols.
generally, you at least similar ranges. Like, you don't
Remember,
want.
Oh, so you can use them at the same time. without moving
Remember,
the-
Yeah.
if you take structure damage that destroys a weapon system, it takes out both of them if they're
Yeah, it would take.
if they're on an aux
Then
mount.
you would choose which mount it affects.
Yeah.
Okay.
If there are two weapons on the same mount, taking structural damage that destroys a mount destroys both. of
The
those
only thing I'm
weapons.
thinking is
The mount
like
that you choose.
the arc projector is already dealing energy. Do I not want to mix up my damage types?
Damage type doesn't matter that much. The
Okay.
real thing is like
There's only
the ability to
few
make
ones.
2 AOE attacks versus 1 chain lightning.
Mhm.
But like, there's also like the catalyst pistol is just better than like a lot of stuff
All right.
in exchange
Yeah,
for
you're
the
not gonna
heat
you're not gonna
buildup.
get a whole lot of better auxiliary CQ.
You could do with it and thermal pistol,
maybe.
because thermal pistol is a line.
Yeah, I'm gonna go slightly not completely vanilla here. Change item. I said change. Hello.
No,
That might
not
not be
allowed.
working.
Uh,
V3.
Half.
Try the
you might have to
trash can
choose- you have
icon.
to- Yeah, you have to choose the one next to the trash can icon or just the trash can icon.
Okay.
Yeah, it. V3 has
Weird.
a couple issues.
Oh, this is also energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, energy damage type doesn't really matter.
If you say so. I guess I always have my what is
I,
it?
I still find it weird
My
that
prototype
fire
weapon.
weapons deal energy damage when there is a fire damage.
Well, burn. That's because burn is damage over time.
Yeah, fair. My hard light defense system does burn. If somebody walks through it. It sucks that I can't use Grease Monkey to clear the immobilized while having my defense systems active.
Yeah,
I'd love
so
to just
having
throw down a
one.
defense
So this
and
would
walk
just
through
be
it.
to have a
line
line
that's
instead
two.
of.
Well, it's a line and it's 2 instead of 1d3 and doesn't build up a bunch of heat.
Yeah, I like the.
So,
I like the
That's
option.
true. That's true.
So
May-
it-
may-
it-
maybe
it's
sometimes I
more
won't want
manageable.
heat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's kind of the big thing is if you're building up like 5+ heat in a turn, that's hard to manage because then you have to
Yeah.
take an off turn earned every so often to stabilize.
Mm-hmm. So
Taking
Thermal
less
gives me
heat means
something
you
to
do that less often.
Yeah. Okay. Now.
Yeah, and then because you don't have any specific talents for the weapon types, the one you choose for this doesn't really matter that much except for one of the ranged ones versus melee.
Right.
Like if you ever take Vanguard, then you'd want it to be CQB.
Yeah, but then I mean, the prototype weapon I can pick what it is every time anyway. So
Yeah.
for now, it literally doesn't matter. I suppose the question is, do you know what? I mean, Jan, what weapon types do you? What kind of range are you working at?
I use a launcher
Okay.
with a range of 15.
Okay.
Right.
And then
is
I
it
also
the
have your
Shatterhead?
prototype weapon. Shatterhead, yeah.
What about?
That one's neat.
What about Ben?
Lancaster, I don't know the weapons.
Okay. I'm thinking something long range just in case I'm far away.
Yeah. And I mean, it is like any of the any of the types except melee are going to be range 10.
Oh, okay. What's the difference between them? I know Nexus is like drones.
Which talents affect them?
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's the only inherent thing.
Based on my talents, is there
Like-
one that would be better? Or
No, not yet. If you take
Okay.
Vanguard
Right,
because
right.
of your other CQB stuff, then
Okay.
you would want on it to be CQB.
Hey guys, I hate
Yeah.
to do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and bail because
Yeah, no
my
worries.
mic keeps acting up.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Thanks for the input
okay.
there.
Yeah, I know I didn't say much. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Have a good one.
Later.
See ya.
Okay.
Yeah, like you could make it CQB just as a. Though making it melee would mean you have an option that doesn't have difficulty while
If something's right up close to me.
adjacent.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's do melee then. Fuck it.
And you're typically going to be in melee a lot as
Yeah.
a striker, right?
Mm-hmm. We'll just do kinetic.
Yeah,
well,
strikers-
melee or very close range.
Actually, fuck it. I want to blow
Yeah,
shit up.
strikers are generally going to be in within at least like 5 tiles away from something.
Yeah. Yeah, well, strikers are... I think the Sherman is classified as striker artillery because it's at that mid-range point.
I mean, pure strikers at least are going to be mostly very close to their enemy.
Yeah. And the Manticore is absolutely a pure striker.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the idea of a melee explosive. I'm
Yeah.
once again referring.
It's funny though, yeah.
Once again referring to Code Geass, I'm imagining this as the Guren's big fucking hand that just grabs shit and then like fucking kinetic pulses into whatever it's grabbed. It made a landslide that one time. Blows people's faces up.
Okay, if we're talking about big hands, there's a mech for that.
Oh?
The Empikai.
There's
It has a
Is that a DLC one?
big hand.
a DLC.
No, the expansion, whatever. I don't know, fucking...
I know, I love that. That's
Okay,
perfect.
I do like the
Yowie hand
phrase DLC for it. But let
Forest
me
mechs are going to officially be named DLC mech.
I've posted the image in WoW Cool Robot.
Let me have a look.
That does look like an expansion mech, yeah.
Yeah, it's from...
Whoa,
it's
that
a
is a
Blackbeard
big hand.
variant from... I actually don't know what it's from. It's one of the adventures because it's not from one of the 3 books I have. Um. Group by.
Yeah,
Unit
look. You see its hand here? It's big, weird, grey hand with the big claws. This thing does these weird pulses.
Is that Unit 2?
What? That I'm showing on screen? No, this is the Gurren from Code Geass.
The only mech thing I've watched other than Gundam is Eva.
Oh, it's from Siren's Song.
Yeah, this thing.
Anything with a red and orange. Sorry.
Oh, just that's what I'm imagining.
Anything with a red and
Yeah.
orange color scheme, I have to, my brain has to mentally grapple between calling it Char's mech or Unit 2.
Oh, I guess I could randomize this right now. I'm live on stream. If you're okay with that.
Yeah.
Boop. Oh my god.
Ugh.
Fun.
Oh, it's +2. So, oh, this actually is not a good roll. Oh well,
Yeah.
that's fine.
I mean, again, you're not going to be using it every turn, and this is a one-shot, so...
So, I think that...
So you're
that
in
thing is
drive it like you stole it mode.
Yeah. I like that phrasing. I don't remember what these... Oh, they're right here. Okay. +1 accuracy.
Tweaked optics is accuracy. Accuracy is great to have, especially when you don't already have a talent that gives it.
Okay.
Because the first point of accuracy is roughly a +3.5.
What
The
is
second
smart
point
again?
is roughly a +1 from that.
that hold, one sec. I think the roller for that is kind of bugged because I decided instead I'm just gonna roll in the game itself and then go off of that. Because I rolled mine like 1d6 plus, I think it's like +3 with my sister or my bonuses or +2, and it gave me a 1, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna roll this in Foundry.
It might have just been rolling the die and not the...
Mm-mm. Because I'm
Should
like,
I-
okay, if I'm just
should
gonna roll
I-
it in Foundry, I'm just gonna roll this a few times. See
In
what
which
happens,
case,
and it
make
gave
it
me a
7.
7.
I'll
No,
just
it gave
not
me a
set it.
7
I'll just
when
not
I
set it.
rolled
I'll just
it.
do it in Foundry for the
That's
game.
weird.
Yeah, either way,
That's what I'm saying right now. Is like, I'm pretty sure it gives you like a weirdly skewed number.
Okay. And then, so yeah, I'll do optics. That's fine. And then, what is smart again?
Smart is target's E-defense.
Okay.
And the ship
You
reactor shielding is... In this case, it would be burst 1, which is good if you're surrounded.
What does the E stand for again?
Electronic.
Okay.
You have a tech attack of +1 of dimension,
Yeah.
which is which goes into your like against E-defense, and most things typically have a slightly you have a higher E-defense. Some things have a usually like a lower E-defense than they do evasion.
Yeah.
All right.
Though electronic warfare based mechs usually have a higher E-defense, but
And then there's the Tortuga, which is the brick with the shotgun that for some reason has really good hacking stats.
yeah.
Why does it need +1 tech attack and 15 sensors?
You never know. Yeah, Saladin has 10 sensors, which isn't great, but...
Ava.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ava!
Yeah, so obviously Beckoner and Smite are fun.
And then I have 2 points
Ava
left
module,
over.
and it just turns into a human.
And there's...
I want to read through all these,
Yeah.
or at least skim them. So it's,
Yeah,
this
that's...
is, an AI assistant.
That lets
Okay.
you, designate a thing to take turns.
Custom
for
paint
you.
job as hype moments in aura farming.
That's funny.
I think that lets you maneuver in space,
Mhm.
or in like zero
Yeah.
gravity.
So I can have someone riding shotgun. Extra pair of limbs that let me manipulate things.
I'll be your wingman in a time. Oh shit, there is a rally in this!
So if Ava got banned again or just limited? I think it's at 3.
That was a that was a Top Gun reference to all my over age 60 viewers.
Ava's at 3, isn't it? Ava's at 3, yeah. See?
No? Oh.
Since about a year ago.
I'm like, yeah, yes, there are 3 Evas. And there are no more Eva units. If anyone tells you otherwise, they're wrong.
Anyway, so let's see. Jericho deployable cover. I see. Smoke charges. Something something insert drill tweet here. You know the one?
No, I'm just thinking of the help me budget this post.
Through the candles. No. I was thinking of the one that was like so long suckers. You know, I rev up my motorcycle
Oh,
and
yeah,
a cloud of smoke appears, and when the smoke clears, I'm lying on the ground completely dead.
Yeah.
God, I've seen that in a Lancer context. I don't remember what frame it was.
Awesome.
Can I get an SSC mech and the Seth MacFarlane Death Pose?
Hex
It
charges.
might have been Hekatonka.
Frag grenades. Okay. Personalizations. Plus 2 HP and a minor modification that does no numerical benefit but could do something else. I mean, maybe. I don't need to think of something.
It's a good, like, don't know what else to pick option. Like, plus 2 HP is
Unique.
surprisingly good. Because it's actually plus
Was it-
8 HP.
If it wasn't unique, I'd say just take that. Take only personalizations. Use up all of your
God.
SRP.
It's the same reason Reinforced Frame is a really good core bonus. It's not flashy, it's just 5 HP. Stable Structure is, most things that inflict prone and knockback aren't saves.
And also doesn't really fit the
that-
I will mention, my Saladin can has access to Flash Lock, which once per round lets me negate pushed, pulled, knockback, or knocked prone. Actually gives you immunity to it
Yeah.
until the start of their next turn. So
Heat,
something is
heat,
trying to spam,
heat,
like,
heat, heat,
heat,
heat,
heat,
heat.
heat. I should probably take projectile shield instead of an HP.
I was reading this and I'm already like, yeah, I could see, like, this guy is like kind of insufferable and like, you know, kind of laissez-faire and very, you know, I don't say cocky, not necessarily, but you know, he's very blasé about the whole like fighting in armed combat thing. I like the idea of him being like, you know, someone thinks they've got him and he's like, oh no, whatever will I do, and puts up a shield. I'm taking this. The heat is.
And then you put up a shield, and then the shield breaks, and then I put up a shield around you. And then I put up a shield around me, and then I put up a shield around the objective. There's just shields fucking.
I actually
everywhere.
have seen Type 3 be like a thing that a lot of people use for building up a small amount of heat. As just
Nice.
a thing that
Mhm.
they can reliably do.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Okay.
it's because it's only one, and you choose whether to use it each turn,
Yeah.
and it's essentially no expenditure of action economy.
So the last thing I need to do is come up with a name for the mag, which I've not come up with anything. The only idea I really have is that, you know, he's modified this thing. Even though I didn't take personalizations, the idea is he's kind of made this himself. You know, maybe tweaked some of the you know, some of the patterns just to his liking. I like the idea that he's like refactored stuff. Maybe I don't know how source editable like horror stuff would be, but I like the idea that
I mean, the general idea is that any player character on Lancer is making some just abomination of kludge their Mac rather than off the
Okay.
shelf.
okay, so this wouldn't
Like,
really
that's
be a
kind of
unique
the
quality.
expectation.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, I should come up with something else to be the
Like,
Cold Steel the head hag. Sorry.
It does
I
kind of
see
look
it.
like a Sonic OC.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, I look
Yeah.
at it and I
Hang
just
on,
think,
hang on, hang on,
this looks like
hang
a
on, hang
weird
on.
fucking Sonic OC.
Fuck, hang on. Give me a sec. I've uh. Da-da-da. Oops.
And the nice thing about Lancer is that the rules for, like, retraining stuff are pretty lenient. So anything that doesn't work, or that you just would prefer to do something else, you can switch stuff out pretty easily. It's like, each
I'm going to
license
make-
level you can either move all ranks
Okay,
from one
okay.
talent
You
to
ready?
another.
Separated at birth.
Oh god. Name it Porcupine Dilemma. That is an Evangelion reference, and I'm not going to elaborate further.
I know about the Hedgehog's Dilemma.
No, I mean it's like the theme of Evangelion.
Yeah,
Is
no, I know.
Porcupine Dilemma.
I've watched the show
Okay.
like multiple times. I like that show.
But have you watched the movies?
No, I've watched End of Ava. I've not watched the rebuild.
No, I'm not talking about Rebuild. I'm talking about Death and Rebirth.
I mean, isn't Death and Rebirth just like the end of the show and then End of Ava?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've
it's just like a recap of the show itself.
yeah, no, the only thing that I've seen are E1 through 26 and End of Ava.
Did you watch the Prime version? I'm done.
What?
I can't say the Prime versions because then people will think Amazon Prime versions. The Prime versions are like the director's cut.
Oh, I have no idea, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't remember.
It has the
been a while.
really overly long
Elevator scene?
elevator scene. Yeah.
Then yeah, I'm pretty sure I watched the version with the long elevator scene.
That's the good one.
Yeah, no, I agree.
The elevator scene needs
the-
to be 5 minutes.
The show, it also has a shot at the end of like episode, was it 3 or 4, with Shinji just standing at the station for like 2 full minutes staring at Misato.
Yeah. It's it's entirely because of budgetary reasons, but I like to think that there's some deep lore implications behind it.
Anyway. Let's see. I don't care about all this like raw stuff.
Yeah, I mean, most of the
Yeah,
flavor
I know.
text of the Manticore is
Weird Horus shit.
cultists' ravings.
Mm-hmm.
My main job is to blow up.
Hang on, I have a perfect name for it.
You could be a cultist of Raw.
Holy shit.
This is what he has it saved as on his computer.
Raw changes it
Holy
back every time he
shit.
tries to change it.
Alright, we got a winner. uh,
Totally original for a Horus Mac and name it after another Egyptian god.
that's what Joel will do. Trust. Okay, I guess it is time to move on to the segment of the stream in which I will be doing some art, which I've not... I think there was one time where I did art on stream during, like, Burger King and Arando, and I only did, like, a very small amount. Let me go ahead and open... There we go. And I will change the screen share over as well. I don't expect to do the full piece here, because it usually takes me, like, 4 hours or so to do a piece. I'm gonna at least do the sketch, though. And you guys will get to see a little bit of my process. I'm not a great artist. I'm not a professional artist. I don't do it super regularly. But I basically got into it just to do exactly this, like drawing my and others' tabletop characters.
You're not one of those blue sky artists that I follow.
Hmm? No,
The less said, the
the
better.
less I know, the better. Yeah. I really don't want to move my computer and risk fucking with the internet or my mic or something.
Yep. Everybody knows I'm talking about NCS artists.
Yeah.
Anybody else who thinks otherwise, get your mind out of the gutter.
This would be a good point in the stream to like get some music, but I never know what to play because I'm worried about playing video game soundtracks because I feel like it would get claimed. So we will just.
Sucks the video game soundtrack getting claimed now. The things I notice always though is that like video game soundtracks don't get claimed by the people who make the video games. It's by
No.
people who like sample the video
Yeah,
games.
exactly.
It's always
I mean,
so stupid.
honestly, I just don't trust the companies to not do it in the future, and then fuck over my stream VOD. So.
Out of a couple fringe cases, I've never seen it, but I understand.
I think there's been some scares about it. I don't know.
I know Ubisoft is like the only one that you really need to watch out for. Anything with lyrics, because that tends to pick up content ID.
Let me actually, real quick, switch back to this so I can. I need to grab.
I'm going to make a house in Vintage Story, and by make a house, I mean spend 5 hours getting materials to make a house, and then make a house.
Where's my height chart?
Because you have to spend in it the entire game's progression before you get access to wooden planks.
Oh dear. I need to expand the canvas size. Oops. Oh, what happened then?
Waiter. More Minecraft mods that make me spend 5 hours before I get access to actual wood.
There we go.
Sorry, I'm done with that.
Yeah, good. I like to use this height chart thingy.
I use a completely different height chart that no one with any with any semblance of social standing should ever mention.
So I imagine my guy being kind of lanky. How tall is Lloyd Asplund? Let me go check.
And like he's usually around like 5'8" to like 6'2".
Lloyd Asplund is pretty tall, but that's partially because he's a Code Geass character and they're all fucking weird, lanky Jack Skellington motherfuckers. Okay, he's 183 centimeters, which I want to say is like Jack Skellington.
Jack Skellington. I thought you said Jack Films, motherfucker.
Jack what? Jack's Films?
Jack.
No. That's how I
choose to interpret that.
No. Okay. No, I wasn't even using brush, was I? I was using. I mean, for the sketch, I guess I could use this, but I think I was using marker. Yeah. Was it pencil? I don't remember. I think I was using pencil for sketch, and then I was using a marker for drawings. Okay, should probably make this. Okay, we'll do something like that. Boo. I don't really have much of an inspired pose for this guy or anything. Honestly, I might just steal the Lloyd pose. This guy's just for a one shot after all. Oh, well, see, okay, the problem with trying to copy a Code Geass character pose is, again, the aforementioned Jack Skellington motherfuckerness of them all. So perhaps let's not do that.
Give them the leg length of a Mega Man X character.
So the exact opposite. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? What if I stole an Okabe pose? He's a scientist of sorts. I don't know if he has quite the right attitude. I need him to be more in his like Hoin Kyoma kind of. Yeah. What if I said Hoin Kyoma? No, I don't want to do that pose. That's too toony for me. Nah, this is a dead end. Let's go, fuck, man, I don't know. Maybe I'll just freestyle it. Keeping the people waiting. So, how tall am I gonna make this guy? He'll be pretty tall. I imagine him as tall and lanky. If we do like, I don't know, 6'3", then that'll be I keep forgetting there's a tool I can use for this. His ears are being kind of smaller. Maybe they'd be hidden under his hair or something, I don't know. throw his glasses on in a minute.
Give him some really pretentious looking glasses.
I could.
Give him like the anime nerd glasses.
Nah.
The ones that are like completely white.
Maybe I should do these on a different layer. Put that over there. Just
Come, Boris. Oh, Boris. Give him the sedatives at least, okay. Boris. Buddy? Hi! What you doing down there, buddy? You be sleeping? You had a long day, didn't you? Alright, sorry. Probably should muted for that. For the viewers, you just got back from the vet.
mm-hmm.
You had a long day. Oh shoot. I left my apartment door open.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What am I doing wrong? This doesn't seem right. Maybe it's just that I make my characters not usually fit the 7.5 heads rule thing. I mean, I can just enlarge and see what happens. Now that suddenly seems too big, so okay, maybe I'm not that far off. Let's try something like that. He is supposed to be kind of tall. I don't really know what to do for his outfit yet. I'm not inspired.
I mean, I know while piloting mechs, pilots are usually in some kind of hard suit, but
Yeah, but I presume this would be in his civvies.
yeah.
Light hard suits are generally made of cloth, though, so you can
Yeah.
Well,
That reminds me, I never
uh,
actually picked his
personal
like
risk.
equipment. Aren't I supposed to do that?
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah, you can usually
Um,
carry. There's usually like 1 armor, 2 weapons, and 3 other pieces of gear.
yeah.
Like my Nelson pilot has, uh,
Like my pilot has a welding helmet, thermite, and a 3D printer.
hold on, let me find it.
And then I have that
Not that one.
dumb lever action shotgun that has an unrealistically low magazine size.
Yeah, it's a mobility hard suit. Medium AC, where AC is I think like alloy
The thing already?
composite, which is melee weapons. That's a scimitar. And then medium signature, which is just a carbine. And then thermite charges, a smart scope, and frag grenades.
Okay, for Boris. I was getting something for Boris and I just forgot. Oh, his litter box.
don't know what he should be doing with his other hand. Maybe like holding a laptop under his arm or something.
Holding his mech's hand. Alright, Boris. Moving your litter box over here. Get close to it.
Hmm. Huh? Oh, right. The... Hmm. The angle on this is weird. Guess it needs to kind of be doing like... It shouldn't be that extreme. Like... Yeah, I guess I can save this. Hey, guess what? I forgot to draw that I always forget. Yeah, I guess that's good for a sketch. I think. Oh, shit, I've been using brush. Oh well, it's fine. One layer. I mean, if anything, this probably actually should overlap the so. Hmm. Pro tip: when you can't figure out how you want a line to look, just go do a different one. I suppose I should change my category over to art. Huh? sure how I feel about these like hair strands up here, but oh well. It will do. Not to be confused with the video game. I used to do these art pieces a lot back in like 2020. I mean, some of my commentators will remember this, but to the chat I'll say I used to just use the Discord music bot. Well, I say the Discord music bot. It was whichever the boat one was, Fred boat, I think. And just like blast fucking wee bass music and sing along to it. And I'm not gonna subject the chat to that, but it was fun.
No.
I forget. Did you ever come to those?
Play the entire Gurren Lagann soundtrack.
I got so sick of Sorry Hero Days, I actually had to take off. But it's a good song. I just got sick of it.
I'd say play the Evangelion one, but it's like 90% classical music.
Hmm. I mean, it was mostly like OPs and EDs for stuff.
Yeah.
A few like Vocaloid things, stuff from games.
Yeah.
Yeah, not my best work, but it'll do. Now I need to basically figure out an outfit while doing this. banging the guy reference up. Whew.
Goodness. He's hunked right out, buddy. You good? Boris? Boris? Boris?
Do you need to
Boris?
go deal with that?
One sec. I'm getting all worried about him. I'll start moving him around. And then I look over and I look back and he's like staring at me. I think he's just doing it to mess with me.
Hopefully, yeah.
He's just being silly. My worrying thing is that he's just not eating right now.
Yeah.
But rest all this off.
The angle wrong on this, I think. Yeah, I need to wait until I... Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna go. I need to be up early tomorrow.
Okay, no worries.
Bye.
Thanks for joining.
That's fine.
What I'll probably do is I'll finish the line out and then do some sort of basic block coloring, and then call it there, because the shading is time consuming and not very interesting.
That's fine. I'm sorry, I've been very talkative. I've been
No,
mostly
it's
checking
okay.
on this little kitty down here.
Yeah. Okay. Figure this is just a chill stream. Alternatively, since it looks like the line art is going to take me up to 3 hours, I could always just do the coloring and the shading next time. Make this a 2-part thing. Yeah, this actually doesn't look too far off. I just tested in real life with something. Yeah, a bit awkward, but it's fine. I don't know why his, like... He has, like, really narrow hips, but... I mean, whatever. Oops. I'm not waiting for his feet to be this big. His shoes. Let's turn that down a bit. Alright. Actually know what this line is for. That's fine though. For now. Okay.
Didn't notice I was muted. I'm good at this thing.
Hmm.
I didn't even realize I was muted.
Oh,
I'm very good at this.
pulling a Ben then.
I haven't really been saying much anyway.
Actually, I don't know what color I want his glasses to be. Probably just black. Ugh. Strange. What happened there? Let's see. This color looks a bit better on. Ah.
I kind of like it.
The grey? I need to add lens anyway. Because the grey is what I changed it to. I wasn't sure if it was like too much dark focused. Like I could go both. Yeah, we'll keep it like this.
Yeah.
Good image in static general. He looks like a handsome fellow. Thanks, Joseph. Alright, let me see this. It's a good image in static general. That is a good image. Let's think. On an unrelated note, my annoying ass neighbors above me has had this loud ass soothing music on for more than 48 hours now. Are you not soothed?
They died very soothed.
See, I was about to joke, like, are they dead? Like, is that why it didn't stop playing? But
Common occurrence here.
not really quite what I wanted. The laptop looks too, like, flat towards the camera. I kind of wanted more of an angle, but oh well. Perspective is tough, especially when you have aphantasia. Haha.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
I've met people who are like, they like don't understand how I can do art at all with aphantasia. I'm like, I don't know, I just use a lot of references and I don't visualize things.
I mean,
Or YOLO stuff. Which is why it doesn't always come out super great, but yeah, people. Nah. To Kazcon. Where did I go? Nope. Do I just go red? Might just go red. Maybe a darker red.
put like a random like GMS logo on it on the laptop.
Might. Do they make laptops?
They make everything.
Oh, okay.
You could just assume a GMS makes something.
I can just throw that on, yeah.
Nobody will question it.
It's not a massive system, is the thing.
It's not a massive system. I mean, technically, the entire game's a massive system.
I guess.
It's made by Massive Press.
I think I actually just like gray, to be honest. Which is a bit boring, but it's got the pop of color with the the hair. Lancer GMS logo. Ah.
I think it's literally just GMS.
No, it's like a edited hexagon.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, have a horse sticker slapped on over it. That'd be funny. You don't have to. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm giving you just bad design choices. Is there not a transparent version of that?
I mean, that might be. I just took it for granted, and I was just like, oh, okay, I'll just grab this.
No, I don't see one actually.
Oh, you know what the
Let's
problem is?
see.
It's Psy. It's just how Psy works. Hang on.
Oh,
Like, I have to like
not-
save it, which is really dumb.
The one from the Lancer wiki doesn't even have a transparency layer. There's one from cartography assets though. That it's all of them, so you'd have to edit it anyway.
Hang on. Psy. How do I make this? Yeah, it works fine. Okay. I'll fix some of the mistakes in a sec. Yeah. No, that went away. Seems fine. Okay, and then I don't remember how the clipping groups work. It's fine. It's fine. Just don't be so precious about it. Yeah, that's probably just him done. He ends up very, like, a lot lankier than I mean, I wanted him to be lanky, but his legs are, like, super long. But, oh well.
He looks fine.
Yeah.
I totally just put in your head that needs to have Mega Man X length of legs.
So he's not technically done because I got to do shading, but I'm not doing that on stream because this has already taken long enough and it's going to be really boring and not going to look that different. So honestly, I don't know why I even bother, but yep, this is him.
I mean, yeah, looks good.
Thank you. Yep. Thanks, everybody. See you on Friday for fishing.